What's going on? Hello. How are everybody? How are you doing? We are back. Nicole, there you
Hi,
are.
I'm
Hello.
here. You're here. We're doing this. Oh my God. We got comments coming in already. Do we see them?
Oh, yes, we
Let's see
can.
those.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow,
Chris,
this is
how have
awesome.
you been? How's your week?
I'm I am so excited for this. My internet was out actually all day, so I was like kind of nervous about it, but I'm like, nah, it'll come back. It came back.
It
Everything's
did.
great. Couldn't wait to be here.
The show is meant to be. It's meant to
Yes,
happen today.
yes.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God. All right.
gosh.
We've got literally so much. So, Chris,
It-
tell us why this is episode like, let's say 13B, right?
yeah, exactly.
It's
I don't know
actually
if
14, but
do we call it 13 and a half or 13B or 14? Super excited. We are technically at the end of our MHC portion of our Transworld Live series, and we had so much content. We didn't want to bring everybody into a 3 hour episode last week because we know how much you love those. So we did it into 2 episodes, and this is part two.
that's amazing. Oh my God. All right. And this is the end of our season. This is like our season finale. After this,
Finale.
we're going to go on a little hiatus. We'll talk
Yep.
about that
Yep.
later on. But more importantly, in the news, this is a big one. And if you guys don't know, like I'm literally a huge fan.
Yes.
Huge. Like I've got all sorts of stuff. Anyways, Hocus Pocus 2 has a release date. It's going to be September 30th on Disney Plus. That means there's more than enough time for you all to get that. Chris, I think we're gonna have to do like a recap on that at some point.
I think we definitely do. Like this is our part two of our recap episode, and Hocus Pocus 2. It's
Exactly.
Transworld and Disney working together. It's great. You know.
So what I'm hearing is I will come on as Winifred and you will come on as Mary.
Done. I'm doing it. Let's do it. I already know that you can pull your part off. I have no idea how I'm going to do mine, but there's going to be some incredibly talented people that maybe can help me if you're in the Chicago area.
Yes, make it happen, Chris.
We will find a way, but I love that. So I was so excited because obviously if anybody caught you in 2019 in Milwaukee, I'm sorry, 2021 in Milwaukee,
oh yeah,
your Winifred costume is to die for. So
thank you.
Can't wait to see it again.
I know I should have texted Robert some really good pictures beforehand so that we could have shared that with the rest of the crew, but that's all right. For story for another time.
Absolutely. Well, in a story for another time, last week we ended last week's episode with a huge thank you to a number of people that are all a part of our teams, whether it's from Transworld or from all of our different teams, actually. And we're so excited to name all of the amazing people that work for Anne-Marie Gavinsky. We never actually thanked Anne-Marie Gavinsky. No. So we're reviewing everything and I'm like, oh my God. And thanks to Robert, and we're kind of looking at the notes and like, oh, we named her whole team, but not her. And she was so helpful to Nicole to get all those team members. So a huge thank you from all of us.
Yes. Anne-Marie's amazing. We couldn't do it without her. There's just no way. If anybody doesn't know that, Anne-Marie Gavinsky is like the glue that holds us all together in so many ways. And
she is a master juggler, and you've seen her running around, and she never gets to partake in any of the fun because she's in the behind the scenes making it all happen. So huge thanks. We couldn't do it without
thanks,
her.
Anne-Marie.
Huge. We obviously work with her quite a bit. So, and obviously
and she keeps us all sane and focused, and all the organization behind the scenes comes from Anne-Marie in such a big way.
And Nicole and I have multiple, and I'm sure all of her team, but we have multiple recap sessions too. So like Sunday, I just talked with her for like 3 hours talking about things that we're going to do for 2023, how we could do this better. And just like, how did we slip it? So my apologies and thank you for everything.
Anne-Marie, thank you. My goodness. All right. So speaking of forgetting about people, I'm just kidding. We have people here for the show tonight. Chris, tell everybody at home who you've brought on. And I'm going to say you, because I know that you've done a lot of the legwork, again, behind the scenes, keeping this show together in such a big way.
It's a
You
team.
reach out to all of these folks, convince them to come and talk to us again, which I know is not an easy task.
No, not at all. Especially now that it's starting to get beautiful weather. You have to wrestle people away from the water park.
Yeah. So I'm looking a little red. It's because I spent the day at the water park with my kids because I owed them that. And my SPF was apparently 0 instead of 50. Like my moisturizer said, and the spray that I put on my face. So there's that. Talk about the elephant in the room. Here she is.
Are you a water slide person? Do you like that?
Oh my God, of course.
Absolutely.
I have been known to topple over a kid or two with a large tube just to make sure that I'm like right there with my own kids. I tell them not to take it personal. It's just like anybody else at a theme park. Like Tater last week. We all know exactly what he was doing. He was like throwing elbows to get like one of those little
100%.
sliding sheets,
He was at Kalahari. I mean, just having a blast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I was here, and I'll give a little shout out to this because this is like a locally owned, operated like park that's been around for a long time, over 100 years. They have a wooden roller coaster there over 100 years, and it's called Sea Breeze, and it is such a cute little park, and you can bring the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all about the vintage rides. So we could all of us that run attractions be so lucky for our attraction to be open for over 100 years.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
If everything works out, we have 5 amazing guests tonight. I know that we were having some technical issues, and so we have 2 Brians. See, we kind of have a theme here. We did 2 Chads, and now we're going to do 2 Brians, I guess. Hopefully, maybe it'll work.
You know what it is? Chris really likes to confuse me.
I do.
Even though I know who both these Brians are. Like, I know exactly who it is. But
it's part of the fun. It's exciting. Alliteration's fun, and But anyway, all of that aside, if everything works out, maybe we'll see Brian Blair from Pumpkin Pulp. Maybe we'll see Brian Mudgett from RCFX, previously known as Rip City FX. So maybe we'll see them. We know that she is sitting in the green room right now. Miss Pandora from Haunters Hangout.
I just imagine her like before like a boxing fight. She's just like ready to go. Like I love her energy. I'm so excited.
Oh, very, very much so. And then of course we are going to talk all things home haunters.
There she is, right
Gyps.
there. See?
What's up?
That's our girl.
How are you?
Guys, what's up? It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
What better way to start the show here? This is awesome. How are you? Good. I think we're all kind of in that decompression mode since MHC now and starting to get a little bit more organized in our brains about where to go next, that sort of thing. So it's good. It did take a little bit, we were discussing this the other day about it just doesn't take a day or two, because you've been winding up for the show for so long, and it takes a couple of weeks to kind of chill out.
It does. We've all got that stress going into the show. Then you get it all rolling and you get it moving, and it's a whirlwind as it happens, and then you come back and you go, I have to debrief this. This was a big deal. Here's what I can say about it, man. It was the work was exhausting and worth it, as it always is, right? The party was hearty, and the camaraderie was absolutely epic. So well done, Transworld and MHC.
Perfectly.
We appreciate you. We love you.
Oh, it's perfectly said. We're so excited that you're coming to us live from the Haunters Hangout lair there. That's pretty awesome.
That's so cool.
MHC.
Yeah, we have comments coming in that people are still recovering from MHC.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a long process. It really is.
This is comforting to me. Like I try to explain it to other people. They're like, "Well, what do you do there?" I'm like, "Listen, it's like a marathon if I actually ran.
Yes.
It's that type of like release, and then we all go and like have beers later and like hang out and talk."
Yep.
talk about all the cool things we've done, except we're buying things. And then after that, when most people would normally go home and to bed and rest, we party and
That's
continue
right.
into the wee hours, and then we wake up and do it all over again.
And just-
So,
100% late nights, early mornings. I think, for those of you that wear watches, I clocked just over 40 miles of walking in 2.5 days.
oh my gosh.
Yes. And I may never break that record. Well, okay, we'll see what 2023 has to offer.
Yeah.
But
It's true.
Yeah. Challenge accepted. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. I wish we could judge it the same way about the amount of talking as well, because you hit it right on the point. Like, we love to see people and to be able to meet with our friends and the camaraderie, like you mentioned. How many people and how many hours that we spent talking to amazing people. It's
Oh
fantastic.
yeah. There's no real words to be able to express how amazing it is to go to MHC. And this was my first MHC ever.
Wow, really?
Yeah, there's no words that can speak to just the level of being with your people that this is 100%. Yeah.
It feels like family. Like, you just feel like
does.
it's a big family reunion. And people bring new stuff to the floor all the time, and obviously having Haunters Hangout as just a crucial part of, like, we love our partnership between Transworld and MHC and Haunters Hangout. And Jen personally sends some messages that says she cannot wait to start planning 2023 with you. So
We're very excited. We're very excited. Obviously, there's stuff to work out. We'll see. I know you got Jim coming on later to talk about some of that as well, and we're very excited. I think it's all going to be really good. I can certainly promise that there will be at least some. Okay, not promise. There will be some hangout presence at Transworld. At least myself. In terms of crew being there, that kind of thing. And then MHC, that's, it went so well this year. We did the raffle with so many of our sponsor vendors donating prizes. Raffle, all of the proceeds, 100% went to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It went super great. And that donation has now been made, and we're so grateful to have been able to do that and come and have the space to have our members and others, non-members too, come and just literally hang out and get tickets and T-shirts, and it really just was absolutely epic for the get together that MHC truly is.
yeah.
It was so great, and it was so great to see you in person, and all of it was insane. It was, and I remember just taking a second to finally just stop you guys, seeing you guys, and then it just didn't feel like enough. I just wanted to put that
I agree wholeheartedly.
No,
And let me just, I'll say you, she might get mad at me for saying this, but Nicole gives the best freaking hugs.
ever. I tell the world about those. People are gonna be coming up and
Love that.
Oh, you give the great hugs too. It was just great. It was when you meet people and you connect with people and you're just they're instantly part of my tribe. You just feel that all the way around.
Oh yeah, good energy for sure. Yeah, and I can't say enough about the good vibes and the good energy this year for sure. Yeah. And I got to come back to Chicago, my hometown, for the first time in 25 years, and first MHC. Yes.
Wait, you're from Chicago?
I am. Yes, I am.
What part?
Manhattan, New Lenox,
Okay.
Joliet, Frankfurt areas. Yep. Lincoln
Very
Way
cool.
High School grad. All right.
Wow. Very cool.
I'm feeling left out. I don't have any connection to Chicago with the exception of Transworld, Jen, Rich, Stephanie, Claire. That's just how it boils down. But that's
Well,
okay.
we're tribe. Your grandfather.
Now we got it.
Yeah. You got all these friends.
Really quick. So Keith just interjected in the comments, and I do have to agree with this, that Shannon Hobson also gives amazing hugs. 100%.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That.
Shannon
Gotta
may
give
well
that
be
shout
the
out.
master. Yeah.
For sure. Oh, all right. So I've got a meat and potatoes question. Are we ready for it? Indra, can you give us a little bit about Hunters Hangout, how it got started? For those that don't know that it exists, I doubt that anybody's there, but I'm going to keep talking and hope that she heard me. Are you there?
I absolutely heard you. And yes, so Hunters Hangout is now in its 10th year. This was our 10th anniversary year.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Started by, as everyone knows, Diablo Lopez, our originals, Brad Goodspeed, Jim J. Wall, Twisted Seed. We love him. And it started literally just as a way to, it came sort of out of Shadow of Palms, which was sort of an older chat forum, and some of the Halloween forums and the haunt forums and things like that. And it just started as a way for haunters all across, what's now the world, to come together and just chit chat, to find your people, to talk prop making, to talk haunt building, to talk about the business side of it, all of those things. So that's how it began. It was literally back in the day of Google Hangouts, just Diablo bringing people on to talk about all of it. And we all had such a great time that he started to just record it and push it live so everybody could watch it. So much like this, it flourished into that, at which point then a Facebook group was started. So that's where our primary base is now, is the Hunters Hangout Facebook group. Close to 43,000 members now. And insanity, right? And there's a hardcore group of family that are our admins. We all work together. We support one another, and the idea is to support all haunters that love what they do, that want to connect with other haunters, business side, prop building side, actor side, mask making, makeup, just all of it. I mean, there's nothing left out. And so we're a community that's meant to be out there to support one another and encourage one another. And I have to say that I'm super proud to be a part of that. I'm super proud to be on here with you guys to represent Hangout. Was such a great time, both with MHC and Transworld this year. And thanks to Diablo for just starting this whole crazy chaos, fabulous mess, because we love it every time.
It's so true. It really is. I mean, I just wonder where our industry would be without, the connection and the platforms and the, coming together and really supporting each other. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about the haunt industry, and how much everyone is willing to not only help but also collaborate and really assist and be aware that that's how we grow.
100%. I mean, you're absolutely right. The haunter community has been more collaborative and encouraging of one another than any other group I can think of. And I'm an old goth girl, so let me just say that this has just been, it's such a community, and it's a strong bond. And yeah, can there be some negativity out there sometimes? Sadly, yes, that does happen. However, overall, I mean, you talk about people like Alan and all these people that started with sharing the knowledge and bringing the community together. And Hunters Hangout created, in my mind, a forum for all of the people that wanted to be part of that community and wanted to share and want to collaborate together. So I can't say enough about, let's hang out, because we're
family. It's family. You find yourself, you may not even know someone, and you find yourself next to them on a bus or walking through, the convention, and you're instant friends, and you can talk about whatever because you're on
100%. Yep.
Yep.
And that's what I love about the conventions and the trade shows too, is going and you actually get to be face to face in person with these people that you've only had any online interaction with. And like I said, the camaraderie was epic. The party was hearty,
It's
right?
well said. Well said. I think the first time you and I got a chance to meet was this MHC, and
Yeah.
we were helping. I mean, we had like a couple of forklifts getting all of those ridiculous amounts of prizes that you were giving away. But like instantly,
Thankfully, there was a cart right there. There was a cart available all day. I had my eyeballs on it all day. I'm like, that's mine.
that's using your resources for sure. But as we're loading these truckfuls of things that have been donated because Haunters Hangout wants to give back, it was just so awesome to see everybody just pitch in and help. Like people that we didn't even ask, they're like, "I'll give a hand." Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's just so cool. Like,
And shout out to Laura because she was awesome
yeah.
during the raffle giveaway. And I don't think I got to see her towards the end to truly thank her and give her a hug. So thank you, Laura. You were amazing. Yeah.
I'm sure she is very, very thankful as well, or reciprocating back.
And my kids, of course, because they were rock stars the whole
Oh my gosh.
They were
Very
amazing.
much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. How many prizes did you end up giving away all total?
Oh.
If you had to guess. I
No
don't know if you have a
pressure. I
Sorry.
don't, I did not prepare myself for that particular
Oh.
question. However, I'm going to say that we were in the realm of
Oh,
somewhere in the realm of about 30 prizes. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had not just our regular Haunters Hangout sponsors, but we had other vendors there, Monster, Misfits, Roadkill Boutique. There were several who are not regular sponsors that were also donating to the cause. So we can't thank the sponsors and the vendors enough. I mean, everyone just giving of themselves, their time, their effort, their work to push to give back. And so we're so super grateful for that. Yeah, lots of prizes, great amount of tickets sold. Yeah.
that's awesome.
It was a good time for sure.
I know that people were beyond excited and they flocked to the main stage area when you guys gave that entire giveaway of everything. I mean, you're really cleaning out the entire attic. But it was just people were so happy just to be a part of it. Like there were people that walked away that didn't win, and they were just so happy that others had won. Like you said, it's a very supportive and inclusive industry, and we love that. I mean,
100%. We had people that bought tickets that knew they wouldn't be there for the actual giveaway, that just wanted to buy the tickets so that they were donating to the cause as well. So it was amazing, and we did manage to gather several of the winners after the end to cruise them back around the corner there to the booth to get some photos of that. And
Speaking of photos, one of the most epic photos, of course, that you guys always take is your whole crew together, like all of your members. And it just is awesome to see that. I didn't prep Robert, so it's not his fault. I should have given it to him, but I was just looking at it when I was on the phone with Jen. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like
that, and
what
we
an
typically
awesome-
do try to put that together for Transworld, and so at Transworld itself, we try to get as many together as we can at a specified time. I wish we had the opportunity and the time to do that for this MHC. We did not. It was such a bummer, but we did get some of the winners for the raffle, and our hats are off for them for gathering themselves and coming to do that, especially at the last minute. Show floor was just about to close.
It's true. Well, of course, I have to put you on the spot. Do you have any fun plans that you might be able to leak or sneak peek for Transworld? Because I know you guys are going to be there.
Well,
I made it back just in time.
Yeah. I wish I had something epic to share with you guys as the exclusive. I don't right now. I can tell you that myself and my husband, the Roses, at the very least, will be at Transworld this year. So there will be some hangout presence. I don't know about everybody else at this point currently, but we all had such a great time that I can't imagine that it'll just be me.
Awesome.
Are you watching,
Awesome.
guys?
Well, please give my best. Diablo and I had a chance to talk on Sunday, and
Oh,
I mean,
good.
everybody was just wiped out. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he was just as exhausted, but from Jen and Rich and everybody at Trans World, they really wanted me to push. Obviously, they know how much this partnership is crucial, supporting the entire community, and we're so excited to be a part of each other's lives. And I can't wait, and she can't wait to look forward to working together in 2023.
Absolutely. Here's to that. Cheers. Because
Cheers.
got to go at it with a hangout bang. Yep. We love you guys.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
So grateful. Thank you, Pandora. Appreciate you, and have a great summer.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
All right. Chris, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm
Yeah.
doing all right. I had an audio problem. I had to kick myself out, kick myself back in.
That's
I'm
okay.
hearing that things are good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love Pandora so
She's
much. I'm
awesome.
so glad she was on. She's just
Oh,
wonderful. You know, when you like, I mean, I already said this, you get like that vibe and you get excited and like you meet people and you just know they're part of your tribe. And like, I know
yes.
I got to say it again, but there's so many people in the haunt industry that has happened to. And the reason I'm even saying that is because early on in my haunt career, I met them on Haunters Hangout, or, you know, I'd see like comments or approach threads that I knew that it would be okay for me. I'm not a very confrontational person, not to say there's a lot of confrontation, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Let me just be as busy as possible with it. No, but then meeting them in person, and it's just like it's, you know, they say to never meet your heroes, but some people, you know, like Alan and Ben and other people, you meet them and you're just like, oh my God, how are they more great in person
Yes.
than they are on like a screen and you know.
You're
Yeah.
right. Pandora's right in that same. She's so humble and just willing to help and do whatever to make us stronger. And that's what's just so awesome.
Yeah, kind of like Chris and Nicole from Transworld Live. Anyway.
It's been a long season. Thanks for putting
has
up with us.
been. And you know what, Chris? I'm like trying to rally. I'm just like thinking I'm still, you know where I'm at? I'm like in that 5 stages of grief. It's no longer trade show season. However, it is now like haunt season. Like we just did our summer scream, and now like things are amping up, and you know, we just picked up a bunch of new sets the other day, and like, you know, all that stuff. So I've got like this mix of emotions and feelings. And you know, one of the other things is I was just looking at my calendar, and Chris, I don't know if you know this, but we're literally like short months away. Like this is part of our announcement we're going to do right here, right now. If you didn't know, now's the time to know. Mark your calendars for February 2nd through the 5th.
Cool.
We're going to Trans World. We're going to St. Louis. We're going to HAA. It's going to be amazing.
We know that everybody on here is very much in the know, but it is bearing repeating that these are different dates than normal. Like this is not the regular date. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to confuse anybody. Like Nicole just said it, it's now for this upcoming year, February 2nd to the 5th.
So really important, make sure that you're watching all of the updates, because one of the main things that's going to happen is seminars are going to come out earlier. Events are going to come out earlier. There's a lot happening. Now is the time to start watching that.
Yep. 100. Nicole, you couldn't hit it more on the head. Like as things are going to get developed, your normal time frame of waiting until very early in January and February, that's going to be too late. You got to look at the end of the year, look around the holidays. Just think holidays. Transfer.
Yes. Or even a little bit, or end of haunt season.
Yeah.
Transworld.
Yep. Because we don't want you to get shut out. There's going to be amazing events, just like MHC. We kept building until the very last moment, and we're going to be doing the same thing for Transworld. There's a whole lot of fun stuff, but we've got a whole. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So.
Yes, we got a whole show to talk about that.
Exactly. Well, I hear, Nicole, that we might have our next guest. Maybe one of the Bryans might be ready to roll.
Maybe one of the Bryans. Let's see.
Robert, who do we have? What Brian do we have waiting in the wings? We've got Brian Blair from Pumpkin Pulp.
Brian,
Wait.
none other than Brian Blair. One of
Thanks
the-
for having me on the show.
We'll name him Brian number 1.
Brian, number one. Brian, so happy that you're here. For those that couldn't hear through my excitement, ladies and gentlemen, we have Brian Blair from Pumpkin Pulp. How are you, sir?
Great. We've been busy. Really busy.
How is your MHC hangover? Like, how is your your rehabilitation coming?
You know what? It's pretty good. We haven't stopped all year. It's been a crazy year. We pretty much came home running, honestly. So
That's great.
Yes.
yeah, this whole year. It's like even from Halloween last year. Usually we kind of take like a week off and recoup a bit before we jump back into it. And honestly, this year we were just as busy after Halloween as before, and it's just been insane ever since. So
I could believe it when you have such a great quality product like you guys have. I'm sure it's flying off the shelves. Your booth was mobbed at Transworld, but obviously at MHC, I don't even think we could get, like, you were like 3 deep or 4 deep at all times. We couldn't even get to you.
it's a little crazy sometimes.
Oh my God.
So wait, I got it, Chris. You don't know this story, but for the Transworld Live, I literally like ran over, and I only had like seconds. I was like, "Listen, are you gonna be free in like 15, 20 minutes?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna come in here," and that's what I was basically explaining to everybody. I was like, "When you see me coming, just give me like 2 minutes." And
That's
it was great. They were great. It was insane though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know we kind of talked about this with a lot of other people, but like the MHC that we saw, I think I'm, maybe only speaking for myself, but have you ever seen another MHC like that?
No, it's definitely by far was the busiest we've seen. Yeah, because usually, Transworld's always insane for us, but
Yeah.
Sure.
MHC time we actually talk to some people and it's a little more subdued. And this was pretty busy, so it was crazy. So yeah, it was Saturday was insane.
It was just so great to see so much love. For anybody that's listening that might want to consider exhibiting in the future, can you give them any advice or any endorsement from your side to say what your thoughts are? Will you be back?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I got in this business, I've tried to do a lot of the shows, so we like keeping our face out there. Not only is it because I just love doing them, I get to see everybody. I think it's just good business practice. It keeps your name in front of everybody, and they know your name. They know who you are. They know we're busy working on stuff, so we kind of keep ourselves available as much as possible. And I think that's helped us out a lot.
That's awesome.
100%. 100%. And of course, just for anyone that is exhibiting, just because Rich would kill me if I didn't ask, but how was the move-in process? If you could talk about that just for a second, for anyone that wants to know.
It was the easiest we've ever done. I mean, we got to drive our trailer right there, so the move-in was easy, the move-out was easy. Plus, my trailer was right there, so it was safe inside, so that was a big plus for me. And it could have been pouring rain. It wasn't, but if it was, it didn't matter. So it was awesome.
That's awesome.
See, plus on
I think
again too is great, and there's just so much to do around that area. So it was really cool.
I think that's a very important part for people to know, is that while we want the best exhibitors to take care of all of our amazing attendees, we also want to make sure our exhibitors are given the A+ VIP treatment so that they can do all of the magic that they make happen. So,
yep. Yeah. You guys did an amazing job. Like I said, it was the best Midwest we've been to by far. So
That's awesome. All right. I have a question.
Okay.
So outside of the what I see on the show floor and crowded booths, all that stuff, tell me a little bit about how your company actually got started, and give everybody at home a little insight into everything Pumpkin.
Well, it kind of started. I know you said something about where the name came from. After I got out of college, I was really obsessed with like pulp magazines and comics and stuff. And I was getting into illustration. I was doing a lot of artwork and stuff. So that's kind of where pumpkin pulp kind of name. But then I started pushing into the 3D stuff. I think I had a haunt approach me about making some stuff for him. So that's when I did my first mask. And it just kind of snowballed after that. I did the first few masks and they just started selling. All these haunts started contacting me. So it was crazy, which I did. I couldn't afford to do Transworld right off the bat. So I was doing Midwest Haunt for a while. And it kind of
so you started at MHC.
Well, technically, I did do Transworld back when I was in Chicago once. And it was a long time ago.
Okay.
But I got my feet working again, got into the Midwest, and it helped us develop a clientele, start using us. So then I can make that jump to the bigger and go to Midwest or Transworld after that. So, yeah, it's kind of where we got our start was Midwest. So that was kind of cool.
That's very awesome. Now, what was your first mask? I'm just kidding. Like, what was the very first thing that you sold as pumpkin pulp?
The funny story is it was the hog mask, the first hog mask we did. And a story. I didn't sculpt it. It's the only thing I have I've never sculpted.
Oh,
Cool.
Why sculpt something if I butcher you get one? So I went and bought this head from the butcher, which is kind of like something right out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This guy comes out with these hooks. You head. So I got this head, took it back and molded it and made this mask out of it. So that's kind of how I did the first one. Yeah, and like I said, it started selling like hotcakes. Everybody was wanting one. So
wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now,
that's a great story.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell that story too.
See,
I want you to know, like when I bring like a new crew member to Transworld and be like, yeah, look at that,
When the cow started, there was like a ham smell in the shop.
You're like, somebody cooking bacon? What is that smell?
Yeah, my wife, I just told her, I said, you don't want to come to the shop today. And she's like, I don't even want to know what you're doing. It's like, you don't.
How cool. How cool. All right. So all of these years later, what is your best-selling mask? Like, what's your most popular one that you can't keep on the shelf?
We got a lot. The Lucky Rabbit one, everybody seems to love that one. The rabbit.
That's a good.
We got the goat, the delicious mask with the big horns, and that we sell a lot of that one. All the pig masks always sell really well. So
A classic.
We always kind of try to come up with a new pig one once every year or two. And same it with everybody still loves a clown. So if you come up with something new with that, we're always a game for that too. So we got to keep our groups happy.
Speaking of clowns, tell us, and I just say clowns because I just recently saw your John Wayne Gacy. You gotta tell us about Forever More Dolls. Like, give us everything about this.
I don't know how long we came with those. We came up with those a long time ago. We decided to put a cat face. It's like a mummified cat face on a doll. So then we started to kind of branch out. Well, let's do some other animal stuff. So we kind of did the rabbit and the pig and all this. So they did pretty good. They started taking off, and then I kind of came up with this trick or treat series, what I call it. And it's the ones with the little pumpkin face stuff, and they got the little trick or treat bags.
Yeah.
And those just started selling like wildfire. I mean, those are crazy. So we usually come out with like a few dolls every year. So we got a trick or treat series one year and come out this year still too. So if anybody's asking, new ones are coming. So, but yeah, we did the John Wayne Gacy doll, which I thought I might get a little bit of flack on that one, but it's been crazy.
Has it been selling like hotcakes?
And what's crazy? People overseas love like American serial killer culture. Like they just go crazy for this stuff.
Yes.
So,
and he just had the series come out on Peacock. It's obviously Chicago and a Midwest thing, but honestly, that is one of the first things that drew me. I'm like, holy cow, that is crazy awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I get a lot. Well, there's this whole serial killer culture. These people love that kind of stuff, these documentary stuff. But I get asked constantly now. It's like, you gonna do more? You gonna do more? So I'm like, well, probably.
Well, it's what makes everybody. That's what fear is rooted in, right? Is the realness and the potential and the Yeah, we get a lot off of real things happening, like
Yeah.
when you see based on true events or other,
We saw a lot of the dolls. I get people send me pictures all the time, and they like collect them all, and they'll send like their rooms just full of dolls.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
These are guys. Check this out. Go to
I know. I
pumpkinpulp.com.
had to like click over because then when you
Yeah.
started talking more about like the trick or treat series, I was like, let me go
Yeah.
to this website and take a look.
These are
Yeah.
more. These are more than just props. These are collectibles. These are
Yeah.
like a works of art. I mean,
I
these
want
are-
the Bride of Frankenstein, and I also want
Yeah.
Frankenstein. So
Yeah.
I love
a
those.
lot of
Love
those
it.
is a couple. So
Yeah, I love that. No, absolutely beautiful work all the way around.
thank
You
you.
know, speaking of new things and things coming up, is there anything that we should be looking forward to for Transworld 2023? Any sneak peeks?
Well,
Anything you want to share with us here? Breaking news.
I know I can tell you that we are doing a bigger booth this year, so we're going bigger.
Go
So
on.
booth, but we're going to expand it and make it way cooler. So that's going to happen for sure. Can't give away details of what we're doing yet on the new product, but there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Definitely more dolls, of course. Definitely more masks. We also got our swamp sticks that we came out with, and those are selling.
Oh, I
great.
love those.
Yeah.
Those are so cool. Love those.
Very cool. Well, go to pumpkinpulp.com. Check out all of this amazing stuff. Certainly, you can order from the site, but
Yep.
if you want to meet Brian in person, you want to order it in person, you got to come to Transworld in February.
Yep.
Brian, is there anything you want to tell all of your fans? You're getting a lot of love in the chat right now.
Get a chance to come to Transworld or Midwest, do it. It's a great group of people. It's great to meet everybody. That's why I love just going to these shows. Get to talk one-on-one with everybody, and I don't know, you can see the product firsthand, and see it and touch it and poke it and all that stuff. So it's unlike anything.
All right, Brian, I have a question because now I'm curious too. So Ryan would like to know, did you keep the head/skull of that pig?
It is buried outside my shop somewhere in the back, and
Yes, technically you did keep it.
but we can't find it. I forgot where I buried it, so it's back there. But I don't know. A critter could have got it too. I don't
That's hilarious. Although, like one day you're gonna be like, "Oh, we're pouring a concrete pad.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's
Yeah,
that?"
it's a big head.
You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, there it is!"
Yes,
The contractor's gonna be like, "What?
honey, guess
are
what
we
I found?
Exactly. They're going to think it's a burial ground. There'll be a whole show about you. It's going to be
I
awesome.
can't wait. There's gonna be a doll.
There's going to be a whole legend and another doll. It's great.
Exactly. I'll probably have people out behind my shop digging it up now, looking for it.
Oh my God.
That's a great question,
Well.
Brian. Thank you.
I'll give you a free doll.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else you want to share with the folks at home for 2023? Anything else that we should know? I'm going to go ahead and assume that your calendar's full and that, trying to get a hold of you right now for this year.
Yeah, we're one of the other things we keep getting asked, and I get asked this a ton, is if we have a store. So actually, we've been working on trying to get a store put together at our place. So we're going to have an actual location spot too. So
That's brick and mortar. Okay.
yep, working on that and some other top secret projects I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, I love Top Secret. So what I'm hearing is you're going to be back talking to us like in January.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Start the
Yep.
year off with Transworld Live.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I love
Love
it.
it. Love it.
Sounds great. Let's make it happen.
We're going to do this. Brian, this is awesome. Can't wait to hang out. This is great.
well, cool. Well, thank you much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. We'll talk with you soon. All right. Whew. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right.
I'm doing
Awesome.
great.
All right. So I've received word that we have another guest coming on soon, and we have 2 more guests soon. Like this is Chris, I am getting like, where I'm at is like the nostalgia point of like all the things that happened
Yes.
and all of like the things that I want to share. And like when he was just talking about the swamp sticks, I know that sounds so stupid, but I was like, oh my God, we have a couple of those and they're so great and they're so wonderful.
They're so detailed. I mean, like I love the green glow. Anyway, we can go back to that.
Yeah.
The pumpkin pulp is just so
All right.
awesome.
So I think that it's time for a surprise.
Oh, well, we should do that. This one's
'cause-
pretty special, I
Do
think.
you have a television show or something playing in the background?
I don't know.
I swear I just heard like creepy noises of like. All right, somebody from the other world is
They're
like,
contacting us,
coming in.
bringing us some fun stuff.
All right. So yes. All right. Surprise time. So I have to figure out. hold on,
But
hold on.
I am
You
Chris,
already-
and I am Transworld Live. No, I'm Nicole. I'm Transworld Live.
Did we just
I
get
give away
hacked?
the stuff. No, I'm Chris. Hello.
Hello? Are you there?
So that's who we.
Who is that?
Hi. Hey.
Well, I was picking a winner.
It's our lovely Tater. What's up, brother?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm back from the water park. I made it through the water slides.
How was
Hallelujah.
that?
Don't
So,
mind
Tater,
the
I
little
didn't
puppet
get a
show that
chance
I
to
was
talk
doing.
to
I'm
you.
sorry.
I went to a water park today too. I literally
Uh-huh.
texted Chris and he was like, "Oh no, not again."
It went so
Glad you made it
beautifully
back.
last time we went to a water park.
What could go wrong?
Right? Poor Chris is over there pulling out what's left of his hair.
Oh, that was. I just see Tater like pushing kids, like getting out of the
Right.
way.
Tater earlier, I was like, "Yeah, I've been known to like take my big tube and knock a kid over, and
Right,
then
like,
get a better
whoop.
spot."
Gosh.
Yeah,
See
You know,
water
do you
parks.
ride water slides? Absolutely, I do.
You're just in my space. Get out of it. Smack. Sorry about the ride down. That's better. That's the bonus slide.
I like
know?
your
Oh my
your
God.
little puppet show though. Those guys are cool. Like,
Did you like your little doll? This
Yeah.
is little Chris.
where did you get that? That's awesome.
That's
What?
little Chris.
I'm gonna wear glasses next time. I normally have glasses. It's
Well,
good.
that's his mask. And
Yeah.
I apologize, Nicole. I just grabbed one for you.
I'm
And
waiting.
I realized that you're Belle from Beauty and the Beast, but you have a weird eye thing going on there. I'm not
It's okay.
sure.
It's
I'm
all right.
not sure
It's
what's
the
going
wish
on.
version of me. I get it.
It's Olaf was me, so that's you know.
Tater,
I
can you put them all up together?
I can try.
Okay. Everybody
Oh,
smile.
Everybody smile.
Wow.
Just
Oh
the
my God, we
special
have to-
correspondent.
Oh yeah, that is Jimmy Neutron, isn't it?
No, that's Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Oh.
That's the
Little
bad guy
Yeah.
from The
Lilo.
Incredibles. As Chris
Yeah.
knows, I like to refer to him as Syndrome.
Oh
He
my God.
does. He does.
All right, Tater.
Nicole, I hacked in. I got the secret sneaky link. I hacked in because it's when I'm on, it's prize time.
Prize time. I like
We
it.
love
And-
prizes.
And we
I feel like
uh,
going forward, Tater needs entrance music. Although creepily, was that what was happening?
I feel like that's what you might have heard.
No, my TV's off. You can see it back there. My TV's off, and my grandma's right there, dead on the floor. So that happens. But
Maybe it was that skull from Pumpkin Pulp's backyard. From
I
Brian's
didn't know
backyard.
I didn't know if you guys had prizes to give away yet for this episode, and I know a guy in a company, a really great company that supports the haunt industry, that said, "Hey, we're launching a special secret thing on Friday. How about we give
Go on.
one? How about we give one to these lovely people at Transworld, and let's have you on to give it away." So, the lovely, amazing people over at Postmortem, which is shopmortem.com.
Look at this. This is a first look, right?
This is it, guys. This is the
like
secret
breaking
thing
news.
that you're not going to see until Friday. But they have designed and created their own purse. Now,
I'm so excited. I'm
not
so
only is it a
excited.
purse, Nicole, but it's also can be used as a backpack. So it's
So,
not
like,
only just a long purse like
There's
that.
more. I love this.
It can be used as a backpack. Now, what we're showing here on the screen is the pumpkin one, but that thing actually snaps off, and you can snap on another faceplate. Instead of changing your purse out, you can change out your faceplates and get essentially like the Ouija board planchette. Or there's
Wow.
a
So like
there's a zombie.
1990s Nokia phone style.
Right,
with the
like
yeah,
face-
okay.
Oh
change out your
my
faceplate.
God, that's a
Okay.
great reference.
And there's also a zombie handed one, which is like zombie hands that you can put a 4x6 photo in, and it looks like it's holding
I love
the
it.
4x6 photo. But not only are they giving away this person, they have given me permission to give one of these away. They're also looking to partner with select haunts to do custom faceplates for your haunt.
Okay, I'm gonna text them now. I
Wow.
want it.
So if you wanted to know what that email address, it's Tyler, Tyler at shopmortem.com. Talk to him. He'll design a custom faceplate. I think the minimum order of the purses is just 100 purses.
What?
And your haunt can have special face-plated purses. And then, like I said, he's trying to partner with some of these haunts to get their purses out there. So he's going to go through all the submissions, kind of tell them about your haunt and everything. But we're
Don't
giving
mind
away.
me. Tater, you keep going. I'm just emailing.
You
Tyler.
just go ahead and email.
Mhm.
You just go ahead. And I think what we're going to do, and I haven't run it by Jen and Rich yet, if we're doing the tribute store at Transworld this year, we want to do a custom faceplate. They want to do a custom faceplated purse for the Transworld tribute store this year.
I'm pretty sure you'll get approval on that.
I'm
pretty
pretty-
sure we just started that rumor and it's gonna happen.
I'm pretty
Yep.
sure we're going to start that rumor. But
Oh my
what
God,
we're
I'm
giving
so
away
excited.
tonight is one of those purses. Before you can win it before you can buy it, and then the winner chooses one of the three: either the pumpkin, the Ouija board planchette, or the zombie hands.
Wow.
I
faceplate.
love all of it. So wait,
Wow.
tonight we're giving away and it comes with all of it?
It comes away with one of those faceplates, so you pick
Okay.
which faceplate you want.
Wow.
All right, well,
By
I
the
already
way,
know which one I want. So
Tater, you just got the okay from Jen, by the way, in the public chat.
Oh, perfect. I forgot she was watching. And they're also looking to partner with some haunts just to sell just the generic purses too. If you don't want a custom faceplate or whatever, you can still do the custom, and that's the same email address, which is Tyler at shopmortem.com. And if you haven't been, shopmortem.com, that's a great place to find all of your Halloween and horror swag.
I love it. So they have
so-
everything spooky, right?
Everything spooky, board games to socks to shirts to little Chris figurines. Probably, I'm sure they have
Masks.
little
Yeah.
masks,
Costumes,
Um,
accessories,
yeah,
anything
so
spooky and horror.
anything. But let's give one away. The winner must contact either Chris or Nicole, which will then forward it
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
gonna be okay. So do you have a name, Tater? Did you
Yeah.
I don't have a name. I'm gonna let one of you two lovely people. I know Robert is always diligently working in the background and never gets to do anything fun.
All right, Robert, we'll let you pick a
Robert's
name.
picking this time.
Let's
Pick
let
a name.
Robert
We're
pick a
waiting.
name. Yeah, no pressure, Robert. I mean, it's not like you're running a show or anything, but
That's okay,
yeah,
Robert, just
let's
waiting on
just let us die here.
you.
Robert, I
Robert's just
appreciate
trying
you.
to get photos,
This is-
trying to like.
I don't know which one's
There's
more
so
dead.
much pressure on him.
I don't know which one's more dead. The space right now when we're waiting on him, or his bus that he was in charge of. I don't know.
Listen, too soon.
Oh.
Too soon. Oh,
Robert
Rob
picked.
O'Brien. Congratulations. You have just won yourself a custom bag from Postmortem and Tater. Thank you, Tater. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just here to hack the broadcast and donate some prizes.
I love it. Rob, you can actually email myself, which is Nicole, Nicole, @haashow.com. I will get all your information, get you connected, and get that bag out to you right away. So that is fantastic. I am so
Wow.
excited for you. And I will also re-email you my address to send me that bag as a gift to me for watching Transworld Live. Just kidding. I am
Nicole,
literally-
on their website, they go live on Friday. If you didn't win this one, which you didn't, you can buy one on Friday.
I'm literally emailing you. I'm not kidding. I was like, Tater's talking. I might as well do it right now. So
Heck yeah.
I want a lot. I want custom plates. I want the whole thing. Yeah.
What a cool prize.
Purses, yeah, like Halloween purses are like really big. Every single time I wear one, especially at the haunt, like I try to like stick all my stuff in it, and just like wear it for something extra. Everybody's always asking me, "Oh my God, where'd you get that? Oh my God, is that the gift shop? Oh my, so these will sell. People do really like these. So if you've got a haunt, you're looking to add more merch to your offerings, hot selling ticket.
I can't imagine. Look, I'm not a woman. I don't carry a purse. I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint people, but the fact that you don't have to spend another 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 to buy a purse, you just snap that one off and snap a new faceplate on, and you got a whole new purse. Cool. And it's a backpack. Come on.
That's so cool.
Come on. Chris is jealous.
We're
both jealous.
Shopmortem.com. Thank you to Tater. Thank you to Postmortem. Holy cow, this is awesome.
Yeah. So I enjoy the rest of the broadcast, guys. I'm not going to hack the broadcast anymore. I'm going to get probably kicked out as soon as Robert figures out that I'm in here.
I know. Robert's like, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Robert is doing there's been a security breach. But
Tater, thank you so much. This is awesome. What a great surprise.
Well, thanks for having me. I feel like I've done more than half the show, so I'm at least like a half of you guys from now on. So
yes,
we'll put my name in like the really small font, like under the no animals were harmed in this broadcast.
Done.
Guest star. Yeah.
Done.
Perfect. All right. Well,
thanks. Buddy.
Enjoy the rest of
it. Just as Tater's leaving. Tater, we love you. Thank you so much for
thanks, buddy.
making this happen.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. What a cool surprise.
He's like lurking around every corner. That's like kind of what I'm learning. Like
it is.
Don't let idle air happen too long, otherwise Tater's gonna pop.
100%, and he can find his way and everything. So glad he's on our side. We love him.
I know, I love it. Oh my God, that was so fun and so great. And
oh my God.
Thanks for letting me do that email.
Oh my God. No, that's you got to get your bag. That looks awesome.
Those are so cool, and I can't wait to see. I mean, I'm gonna just put it out there, right? So this Friday, that is the announcement. So anybody here that's now in the know, you know what's dropping on Friday. Make sure you're on Postmortem socials and getting ready for that launch, getting ready to purchase. I know I will be there virtually in line. It's like a Black Friday deal, right? But I also am wondering what's going to happen by Transworld. Like what other offerings are going to come up, like all that time to create and do new things. Like
it's been one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things about what we do here at Transworld Live is we have all these amazing exclusives, and sometimes ones that you and I don't even know about.
I know.
And we get to break the news with everybody. So I can't wait when we're on the road to Transworld, and we'll talk about that later. But who knows what's going to come?
So, all right, so let's just recap really quick for anybody who is just now logging on. So we've already gotten to speak with Pandora. We've already gotten to speak with Tater just now.
This is true. This is true.
But we also have Ryan Blair from Pumpkin Pulp. All right, you know what we didn't announce is happening?
What should we?
Is that we also have Jim Slanker from Chicago Haunt Builders and Maximus Bryant from Ohio Haunters Association.
Yes.
I think it's time. I think it's time that they come on and they tell us all about all the amazing things that happened for them at MHC and also what's to come. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's bring them on. Let's get them going and see how they're.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
So my first question is, did anyone get the plate number of the truck that hit us? because I am still trying to recuperate from a couple weeks ago. That is, and we've been going to haunt conventions and trade shows for I don't know, it's starting at Ironstock, and we've been to almost every show from coast to coast. We have never been in a whirlwind like we were a couple weeks ago. It was just amazing.
Perfectly said. Why we are hearing from
Okay,
everybody.
so wait. But I need a
Recovery.
second because Jim, I literally sat here. I was like, oh my god, Jim got hit at MHC. What? How did I not know this? Right in the minute, I'm like, I was gonna play this here.
Well, it was while we were pulling up to our booth to unload the 50 haunt panels, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, let's talk about that. So that was one of the coolest things. I loved that idea. If you guys were at MHC and you didn't see this, I'm going to make this part of the recap. There was a really awesome haunt on the floor that was done by showcasing everything that the Chicago Haunt Builders do. And it was all designed by you guys, but it was also like specialty props and things that you guys have done either as an organization or individuals that are part of that. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, shout out to Michael Peters and his crew and Glenn Wyrick. They did just an amazing job, right? It's just what they pulled off in just like 7 weeks.
Unbelievable.
Right? In order to put that up, to do something we've never done in a major convention hall, and to pull that together with members from stuff from members in the group, and having all the members show up, taking days off of work to help set up. It's just a shout out to Michael, Glenn, and all the folks who helped out and set it up. They, from our first conversation, hey, did we want to do this? To, it was like 7 weeks. Yeah. And that's just, to pull that off with so many unknowns, I bow down to them.
It's incredible. It really is. And I got to shout out to Cheryl's tombstones too, because I was peeping those the entire time I was in there.
And to Keith's point, we need a couple more days of MHC. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, we really, really do. Just even to be able to see everything. There's so much that is there, and so much to process, and so much to do. And speaking of so much, Maximus, tell us how your MHC was. Oh, can you hear him?
I can't hear.
He's lost his voice still.
See? This has been the best recovery. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do we have a lip reader in the house?
I think the interwebs are just completely broken. Chris didn't have internet today.
I know.
I am having all sorts of audio issues.
How about now?
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Glorious. I don't know why it had it on the other microphone. I apologize. My MHC experience, along with the rest of the Ohio Haunters Association team, was a lot of fun. Very fantastic. Just arriving in Chicago. Jim, your guys' traffic is wow. But we made it, and once we got there, it was the convention center, the hotel check-ins was just easy. Getting to the convention center was easy. Getting help at the front desk was really easy. So the travel and getting there was really easy for us, and we had a great time at our booth and everything else that we had going on. There was a lot.
Now, you guys actually had a map where people could come by and put a pin where they're from, right?
Yes. So we had two maps. We know, we love Ohio. So we had a big old Ohio map up because we were trying to see, get connecting with people from Ohio that also made it to Chicago. And we also had a map of the United States. So, if you were from Ohio, you pinned in Ohio. If you're from anywhere else in the United States, you pinned it. Some of the map also had Canada, and a lot of Canadian haunters actually stopped by. So there was a Canadian haunter. There were 2 from Australia. We didn't have Australia on there, so they just kind of pinned themselves in the Pacific Ocean and was like, Australia.
We're like, we're somewhere around here.
Right. And this was actually a great draw for the booth because where I'm originally from in Ohio, the biggest city closest to me is Dayton, Ohio. And I met actually 2 different home haunters from Dayton that came to the show that I had no connections with. And we were able to meet, we talked, we were able to, make that connection and got them to join up on the Ohio Haunters Association page. And that was really a great opportunity to be able to do that while at the same time, it drew people in, and then we were able to share with them what we do in Ohio, and also some fantastic haunts that sent some promo items. We were able to send that out with everybody and say, hey, you travel to Ohio, there's some amazing haunts to go visit.
That's amazing.
That's insane.
Oh my God. So speaking of all of the amazingness and all this, I want to just say how much I love the partnership between you guys. So the working together, everything, it just makes me so excited to see what's going to come for MHC 2023 and also for each of you guys individually. Do you guys want to kind of, for those that don't know, kind of touch on that and how you guys have partnered up and, where things are going from here?
Oh.
They get.
Jim was a little frozen, so if Jim doesn't mind.
There you go. Yeah.
We're just looking to we were really excited to be invited out to the show to have a couple of our board members be able to teach a class. They taught a class on in protecting your investment, building up a resilient home haunt and everything in the home haunter track. And we felt really involved in doing that. And that was a lot of fun. And we look forward to, being able to give feedback on the show and being able to say, this is what worked well for us, because we also met with Ohio Haunters and said, hey, what was your experience? And we got a lot of great feedback from their experience as well. And because the show is not in Ohio anymore, however, the show can just as easily be for people from Ohio to make the trip, to have a great time, to network, to see fantastic haunts, to see amazing vendors, get an educational experience. And we just want to be able to be a part of that and contribute, because Ohio, we have a fantastic haunt culture, and we want to be able to talk about it, brag about it, and go wherever and, share the love with everybody in Chicago and everybody else that was there. There were so many people from Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, and all the way from Arizona. And it was so great to meet those people and connect.
You hit it right on the head. We started talking about that earlier in this season when you were on the show. But Ohio has such a love of haunts. You have more haunts in your state than any other haunts. Any other state in the union. So, it's so awesome to see all of these passionate Ohio folks that are there, part of the fun, part of the love. I am just ridiculously excited to start planning maybe some haunt tours for Ohio, maybe for MHC, maybe. I don't know. We don't know. Something could happen.
Chris over here spread rumors.
I have a whole list of recommendations personally that I really love the haunt community here, and they are great people, and nothing gave me more joy than to travel into Chicago and just be able to talk about Ohio and add value to the show. One other thing, we brought a photographer, Lucretia from Down the Rabbit Hole Photography. We set her up in the meeting room, and she brought a fantastic backdrop, and anybody that was in character was able to go and get free photographs done, and she did a fantastic job, and we posted those on the Ohio Haunters page. The photographs turned out really neat for the characters that came in the group photos. That was, I feel like, a tremendous experience to just have, and that people were able to be a part of that and have that option at the show, and we were glad to be a part of putting that on.
we can't. I mean, I was just talking with Jen right before the show, and she is on our chat right now. But she wants me to extend to let you know, obviously, this is a crucial partnership to making MHC successful for years to come. So we hope that we can continue planning, like probably let's start tomorrow for MHC 2023. So
why not? I
we
know,
all,
and talking with Jen from the beginning, we just felt very welcomed, and and Chris and Nicole, seeing you on the show floor and you checking in with folks and everything, it was a very welcoming experience for all of us. And so, thank you for everybody that had us there, and I really hope that that we did Ohio proud, and that MHC was a better show because we were there.
Oh, I'm gonna go on the record and say it was, just because
oh my God.
the feedback and also just everything that you guys brought so much value to the show floor, and cannot thank you enough, and can't thank you enough for what you continue to do for our industry in such a big way.
Thank you. I just wanted to shout out our makeup artist that did zombie makeup at the booth. They were phenomenal. We had a line. Of people. I didn't want to interfere with the Chicago's haunt that was on the floor, but our line was kind of getting out there into the aisleways. But the makeup artists, John, Audrey, and Christian, they did fantastic. They did fantastic zombie makeup. And then if you guys watched the zombie march, that was really awesome to see the makeup and the march and everything. So we tried to touch everywhere that we could.
It was awesome.
You gave Nicole and I our final floor interview too when we closed out on Sunday, which was so awesome.
That was a great way to end it, because honestly, like, there's so much energy that like many people were exhausted, but I was kind of like, man, it's like I don't know. I felt like a family reunion, and I got to see so many people, and I selfied with as many people as I could, and and so ending the show on a great note like that. Thank you for asking me to be a part of that.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
And Jim, so happy you're back. Hopefully, maybe.
Is he back? Is it a rumor?
It's a rumor.
Is it just
I know you. What's so great?
I would like to say for him was that the Chicago Haunt Builders having the home haunt on the floor, it was amazing to see, like, seeing the people kind of get brave enough to go through it. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. And the people that came out loved it. And many people wanted to go through again.
Yes.
I remember there were like several actors that were in there too, and they were all made up to the fullest, and they did a fantastic job at it as well. So from the position of our booth, being able to watch what the Chicago Haunt Builders were doing, that was great, because our map was kind of against the back of theirs. So there was the Chicago map, our map. It was a lot of fun being there next to them.
We started today's broadcast with Pandora talking about inclusion and making sure that everybody has a home. And we talked about the same thing that you called it, a family reunion, but having a place for all haunters, including home haunters, is so crucial. And it was great to meet so many and to see so many inspired on the floor, looking at new things, trying to envision and dream for their next step. And thank you for both of you guys for what you do to help them connect and bring them to a part of the community.
All right, nobody talk. Jim's finally back.
We got him.
Don't move. Just kidding.
We got him.
Yeah. Okay. Lots of love coming in for
For
both.
both.
Jim. Like, guys, thank you seriously so much for everything that you did at MHC. Jim, do you want to talk a little bit about your seminar at MHC? How did that go?
The whole track.
So it was awesome to have a whole track towards home haunting, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, we've been going to trade shows, conventions it's knocking on 2 decades, right? And there's always things that we get out of them. You go to the seminars, your classes, and you're always like, well, I can do this as a home haunter. But it was awesome to have a track just for home haunters, right? And really the stuff that folks doing it at their homes need to know, right? So that was awesome to have that opportunity to team up with the Ohio Haunters and have representatives of both doing the seminars. I'd love to get feedback, on what people thought. Are these the topics people liked? Did they, what topics are they looking for 2023? We're looking forward to see.
What happened?
Oh no!
It's like a cliffhanger.
I didn't do it.
I guess you won't know until season 3.
No!
I'm just kidding. All right, so some of the comments are funny. They're asking if his daughter's eating up the bandwidth again. I kind of want to know the same
It
thing.
could. She does live stream with games, and hey!
So I don't know. I'm not losing the feed. I'm losing my camera.
Oh.
So that's interesting. All I did. So I don't
Okay.
know what's going on with that. But yeah, so we'd love to find out what people are looking for in 2023. It was awesome to hook up with Ohio Haunters. I mean, so what we talk about it is the socialization, right? So to hook up with another Haunters group from another area, we look forward to 2023 to having other, geographical haunt groups come in and hook up with them, because it's all about the socialization. That's what Chicago Haunt Builders is about, right? It's not a Facebook page. Chicago Haunt Builders is all about socialization and getting together and being with each other. We just did a make and take this last weekend. Rob Beach and James Schiffer hosted it. We probably had 100 people there. It's getting together and being with each other. And that's what was awesome. So we'd like to expand it to, the other haunt groups and meet up with other people and just see what we can do. And like I say, 2022 was awesome. 2023, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I love it.
I say the same thing. Yes.
I know. It's like
Just, I can't do it in 2 days, man. You guys are killing me.
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not 18 anymore.
It's so true. We slept for a week. Oh.
Chris, before Jim leaves us again, I gotta ask about the head of your 12-foot skeleton.
We see it. We see it.
There he is. Tell us.
The infamous 12-foot skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just on my project list to animate them this year, to turn them out thematic. I've got the framework mostly done in the garage, so he's just been sitting there waiting for me to get off my tuchus and do it. So I'm on vacation this week, so we'll see if I get the armature in there and he starts talking.
That would be awesome. And we want videos.
Please.
And tag us in them so that we can see them.
Please.
That would be amazing. And I think that you would change the 12-foot skeleton world game changer all the way around for a lot of us in so many ways. So I hope that you're able to successfully do that, because that's really exciting.
Now, there's a couple things we have planned with 12-footers this year, so
That's amazing.
we'll see if we get them done.
Yeah, and
Need to see
actually, I think you guys were the ones that shared with us that the dates dropped for for Code Orange, July 15th. And then Lowe's has been rumored to be dropping their line of products very soon. So I think it's really cool what people are doing, not only from a residential standpoint, but also a commercial standpoint with a lot of these products. And, us hunters love it when we can get anything that brings us all together, I guess.
That's it.
Right? Like mass-produced Halloween items that everybody takes their own, take on and does cool things with is awesome. So I really hope you're able to animate him.
Hopefully, this October we're not sitting here with everything out on ships out in the Pacific like it was last year. Hopefully, logistics and the stores get it in time and everything. So, but
Shayna I just wanted to help Shayna speak something into existence. We need a 12-foot swamp witch. Same. I
with a swamp stick.
Yeah, there. Exactly. So that's awesome. All right, Chris. It really could, but time has come.
We have exhausted both of you so much.
We have to say goodbye for today.
Honestly, from not only being on our show, but from everything that you both did to make this such a success. Thank you from everyone, from the entire Transworld organization, direct from Jen's lips. Like, thank you for everything. And we can't wait to start in 2023 and just explode everyone's expectations.
It was exciting to be asked to be part of it, and it was exciting for the group to be there, and it was awesome.
Same for us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you both. Appreciate you. Thanks for being on the show. Have a good summer.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Chris.
I'm
getting a little sad now that we're like making it through everything and like.
I'm gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
I can't give away a bag, but I can tell you that MHC 2023, the dates we released them, I want to remind everybody of those.
Yes.
June 9th to 11th. It's the second weekend next year. Same bat channel, same bat time. June 9th to the 11th, 2023, the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, same place, Rosemont. Get your tickets.
All right, Chris.
Yes.
So we released the dates for not only Transworld Haunted Attraction Show, Halloween Attraction Show, I'm sorry, but also now we've got the dates for MHC. We have people starting to plan. We have people starting to get excited. They should start looking at hotels. Yes.
100%.
They should start watching not only here for new and updated information, but also they should start being connected with both websites, haashow.com as well as midwesthuntersconvention.com. Is there anything else that we should be reminding people about?
There are going to be ridiculous amounts of things that are going to be coming down the wire. If I were a betting person, I might say that you might want to reserve a couple of days on your calendar for no particular reason.
Like before, I don't know, say Transworld?
Yes.
Like say like the 21st, the 31st and the 1st.
Yeah, that Tuesday and Wednesday, right
before
the biggest trade show on earth. Yeah. Yeah, that one.
There's going to be amazing things coming.
Yes. So I would just pencil that you're busy, take off work now because we got some big stuff coming.
All right. I love it. I'm so excited. I mean, sorry. I'm just getting, not that I know anything, but I just, inkling. Robert just helped Rob's question. It's Nicole at haashow.com. Just wanted to answer that question. Sorry, guys. I'm seeing that come through. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us this far. We have had a heck of a time behind the scenes with tech issues. Like things kept dropping and it was just a lot. It was just a lot. And, behind the scenes, Jim was like, oh, for the record, the feed was flawless until he was on. That's not true. I had to jump back in. We've had a lot of things. So, guys, thank you so much for being with us. Technology is just angry at us all the way around. However, speaking of that, we still have one more guest.
We do. So excited that he's here. I know that he had some challenges earlier on, like that's the reoccurring theme here. But the other Brian that we were talking about, Mr. Brian Mudgett from RCFX, previously known as Rip City. Brian, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Oh my God, it's going awesome. How are you? Do you have internet? Do you have power?
I have internet and I have power. I will say this one thing though. So I'm from the West Coast and I don't know what mountain time is. So I was late.
That's okay.
That's okay. It happens.
It's okay.
You know what? I'm going to clue you in all on a little secret. You ready for this? So I am Eastern time, and every single thing we do is Central time because it is Central, However, there is a panic and anxiety that starts at 1 p.m. every single time we're recording because I start to think to myself, wait a minute, is there some way that this was just changed to like mountain time or that it's something else or like, because I've had that happen before. And so I literally like start to get anxiety. Earlier today, I had to like count backwards. It's an hour difference. I'm an hour ahead of everybody, but it might as well be like 9 hours, just something random weird that I can't calculate in my head. Yeah. So yeah, wanted to share that you're not alone.
But I'm
So-
here now.
I'm so glad you're here. Nicole's so glad you're here. This is
Yes.
awesome. How was your MHC? Are you still caught up? Are you catching up on sleep?
Barely. So I got to tell you first off, before we talk about the trade show, Chicago, you guys got it going on with your haunts. Like they are so
Yeah.
good. That's one of our favorite parts about the show is this haunt tour. It's just amazing. You got a great lineup there every year. So
I agree.
for sure.
It was awesome.
Thank you for that. And thanks. A lot of those haunts are listening right now, so I'm sure they're hearing it directly.
Yeah. So as far as the show goes, it was by far the best show we've ever had. It was amazing. It was fun. There was a lot of energy. The booths looked great from everybody. I thought they were just amazing compared to years in the past. They brought it all this year, for sure.
It was awesome to see that. It was insane. And obviously you guys no different than a couple we've been talking to Pumpkin Pulp, but you're like three people deep at some point. Like it was just insane how many people were there checking out everything that you guys do. You had to meet people from every coast.
Yeah, and it was good. It was always fun to explain our products to people and whatnot. So that's probably one of the biggest things that we get to do at shows compared to a website. So obviously we get to meet people and figure out what they need and find options for them and whatnot. And that's why we love doing these shows too. So.
You have an insane amount of fans and love. It was just great every time that we got a chance to walk by you guys. You had people everywhere, but haunters are your biggest salesperson because they're all talking about everything that you guys are doing and all the amazing stuff that you have off the shelves. Obviously, you have a fast version of everything, it seems like, whether that's your makeup or your base or blood or anything, but like it's an essential use and a lot of haunters love it. It's just great to see you guys getting so much love.
Yeah, we really like it. And I got to tell you, we have a really great team of people that work with us every year at these shows. Taylor does amazing makeup. She puts on some good stuff. And we've had pretty much the same team every year at all the shows. So it's and we've grown accustomed. We know what to do. We know how to tell people, how to do certain projects. And it's just getting better and better every year.
So I actually want to give a shout out to Taylor. Not only did she do my kids' makeup, but I gotta say, so just like a little side note, personal story. So at MHC last year, our makeup team sent me with an entire list, and they were like, "We need all this stuff from Rip City or RCFX now, and all the fast liquids and the this and the that, right?" And actually, they did not say fast liquids. I went up, and both Taylor and Holly were like, "Oh my God, if you haven't done this, you've got to try these." So here's me. I could buy one, but why buy one when I can buy 10? So I come home with a plethora of fast liquids and nozzles, everything. And my makeup team's like, oh my God, they got all excited. They were doing all sorts of stuff. However, it was right after one of our dress rehearsals. And I reached out to you guys and I was like in a panic because they were asking me all sorts of questions about something that I had bought. The customer service above and beyond. And it's not just because it was me like messaging or whatever. It was just phenomenal. And my team of artists were literally like, don't buy anything else but from them or from a couple other people that we'll talk about another time. But because not only the customer service, however, the product and being able to store it and knowing how to store it and knowing how to utilize it, that was huge. So I just wanted to say thank you on that angle. Also, thank you to Taylor for making my kids and my niece look absolutely amazing for the zombie walk. They had so much fun. My one little guy wore it to bed, and I made him take it off beforehand, and he was upset. So I took a picture of him sleeping in it and was like, this is, you inspired a little zombie. So it's so great. But, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I got weirdly personal fast, but I wanted to share that for everybody out there that doesn't necessarily know what your products are and what you guys have to offer as well.
It's also kind of fun too to think about is Taylor. I met her when she was first starting out, and how far she's come. As a makeup artist. I mean, she's amazing now. And she started off with, just putting little scabs and blood on people. And that's the inspiration right there. So she loves now telling people how to start and start where she started. And now they're getting better and better and better. So shout out to her.
Yeah, no. And if you guys don't know that, Taylor Kessler, Instagram. I mean, she's just been on an amazing journey all the way around. And, you know, Brian, I think that has a lot to do with your support and a lot of stuff that you guys have done in the past to help her grow in a lot of different ways. But speaking of growth and speaking of young ones and growth all the way around, I was going to talk about judging, but Chris, I'm going to hand that question to you because I'm screwing it up.
It's totally
okay.
okay. We obviously saw you just busting out at the booth. I mean, it was crazy, but there was no rest for the wicked. Someone certainly that brings in all of this amazing application techniques and all of these products. Obviously, there was very few people that were more suited to judge the costume contest on Saturday night. We saw you running around checking out a number of awesome costumes. How was that whole experience?
That was fun. That was actually an honor. I'll be honest with you. At first, I overthought it. I actually was like thinking when I was approached to it that I was going to be doing like a makeup competition, you know. And so in my head, I was like, well, Taylor should be judging this, not me. I mean, she knows more about makeup than realistically as far as applying it and everything. And then I realized, excuse me. Then I realized it was a costume contest, and it's still fun, but that's more of my expertise and what I like. You know, and I get into as far as the set design and all that fun stuff as well. So, and it was fun. It was a great experience. So, and they had amazing costumes there. So, for sure.
I can't envy your choices because you're not kidding. Like, I would have given it to half the room. So there's probably a reason I don't get asked to do anything like that. But it's amazing to see how much time and talent and care and passion that Haunters and this amazing family and community that we have. So I can't even imagine how hard of a decision that was to hand out your awards.
And actually, I'm also kind of a little proud of myself because I actually picked the winner to be on stage. So, yeah. So that was fun too. So yeah.
But very cool. Very cool.
But it was close. I mean, it was very close. Everybody did so well. So it was crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Brian, I've got to ask you something. All right.
Okay.
So I want you to give us a rundown. So again, going with a personal story. So I'd always seen your booth and was like, oh my God, they do such great work. They have such, great presence at Transworld and this and that. However, you guys have amazing products that can sometimes be intimidating just because they are so awesome and your bandwidth is so much bigger than a lot of other people's. So tell us all the things. Okay. So not only do you have fast liquids and fast everything, you've got certain paints, you've got greases, you've got chum, you've got tell us everything.
It doesn't
in a
stop.
nutshell, what even like how you got here, right? Tell us a little bit about your company. Tell us about how you got into certain product lines. Give us all the details.
So yeah, well, I actually bought the company from one of my friends in the past. He had started off and it was really cool branding, and that's what I really liked about it. And then we kind of went from there and started more productivity and whatnot. So we have two different sections basically. We have our cosmetic side, and then we have our set design side. And so we focus on all the set design, the rusting, the chum, as you say, which is I call it guts in a bucket because it's we actually have a lot of movies that will buy it, and it's for set design on film. We always know too because they always wait to the last minute and overnight it. So we know where it's going at that point. And then we also have our cosmetic side as well, and we've just we wanted to make a product that stays on. We know that haunted house actors, they sweat, they're in elements. And we wanted to make sure we created and focused on products that would stay on, and for the toughest monsters, of course.
So, I love that. So now, have you been a haunter previously in the company?
So I'll tell you my story real quick. So I actually started. I used to teach band, and believe it or not, my haunt world started because we ended up doing a fundraiser haunted house for the band program. And it was very tiny, and that's how I got into it. And then eventually I just started my own haunted house too. So, and that's what we have today. And then the makeup company, of course, came, and the special effects company, I should say. And that's where that transaction, that's how I got to where I am today. Is I started with band. It was actually just a band fundraiser. That's all it was. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
I love that.
but yeah, we have a haunted house here in Portland that we've had for, this will be our 12th year.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And we love like trying new things, and that's where we kind of create stuff is there. And then, or we find a need for something and then we make it happen. So
Helping to keep Portland weird.
yeah, exactly.
I love that. I love
Yep.
it. All right. So tell us where we can send people to get your products right now.
Oh,
If we need
RC.
something urgently and overnighted.
RC-FX.com is where you want to go.
Perfect.
So
All right. And I know that Robert will end up dropping that in the chat.
Thank you, Robert.
so for
Yeah,
sure.
right?
So no, back on the show. It was a great show. We're going to be back for sure next year. We're excited. We're also, there's another event that's coming up too. That's a Transworld event that we will be at. We plan on coming to, and that is Legendary Haunt Tour. And you weren't talking about that earlier. So that's another big one that's coming soon. That's the one on the list. So
Yeah, a huge plug there.
So now that Brian is hired on the Transworld Live team,
Yes. Yes.
So
Love
no, I
this.
mean, and we love touring and seeing haunts, and that it's fun. It's we learn, it's R&D, and we get ideas, and it's inspiration, and so we look forward to seeing that for sure.
Well, one of the biggest questions that we are getting right now is two questions. Number one, will you be at Transworld in St. Louis?
Absolutely, yes.
Of course. I think we need that one. But can you give any sneak peek or maybe a preview of anything that you guys might be dabbling, since you mentioned that R&D department?
We are coming out with some new colors because we want to expand on our colors for sure, and that is something that's new. We also have another project which I can't really talk about just yet. So
When you're ready to, you know.
I do have good news though. I just want to remind you, I do have good news. Transworld's earlier this year, so you don't have to wait as long.
yes,
February.
that is a good one. Yeah, actually, like, so
love
right,
this.
like when you think about it, in between, let's do the math really quick. So in between Legendary
Yeah. November, right?
and Transworld,
Yeah. It's like 2 months and change, right?
take 3, carry the 4. It
My
just
brain
means
is
it's
hurting right
sooner.
now.
It's just sooner. It's just quicker. We
It's
all get to see
sooner.
each other more frequently, I guess is the best.
We get to
way
hang
say
out
it.
sooner.
Yeah, exactly. And for those that don't know, definitely check out haashow.com. That does have the links not only to MHC, but also Legendary, all sorts of fun information. Again, I know Robert will drop the links down there as well. And definitely stay tuned for all things RCFX that are going to be coming down. I can't wait. I'm very excited for that. And yeah. Any other thoughts you want to leave us with, Brian?
Yeah, if you're in the Portland area, come check out our haunt. It's called The Fear.
All right. So what I just heard, Chris, is that you and I are going to Portland.
Transworld Live Show, going to
We were just
Portland.
invited.
I love this.
Yes,
going.
live from there.
So
Let's do this.
yeah,
Get some donut. We'll get some donuts. We'll get some haunts. It'll be great.
Yeah.
and
I love
just and we look forward to doing the shows again next year. The main shows that we do are Transworld, obviously, and MHC. Sometimes we'll attend some other shows, but those are the main ones we focus on. Just because we're on the West Coast, so it kind of costs a lot of money to get to the Midwest. So we just focus on those main shows. But I always say support your home show. So, but make sure you come see us when we're at MHC or Transworld. So
Awesome.
We can't.
Brian,
wait.
thank you so much for literally
Thank you.
crossing through a swamp, going through a forest, all that, just to be able to connect to us this evening.
Seriously.
This is really, we really appreciate it all the way around.
So happy you're here. Thank you.
I know. Well, thank you so much, Brian. Chris,
Wow.
I can't believe it. We've
I don't-
done it. Another show in the books. Actually, this is our season finale.
It's our season finale.
I didn't even pop popcorn.
I know.
I'm
Let's do that
ill-prepared.
afterwards.
All right, so let's talk to people. Let's just tell them. When
Okay.
can they see us again? When are we going to be back? How long is it going to be? Do I have time to make popcorn? These are the questions I have.
You do have time to make popcorn, but the most important thing is going to be, what do you top it with? Like, what do you put on that?
Oh, it's just a butter for me. Although I
You
shouldn't say that. Okay, wait.
Is it a
Popcorn's
butter
actually-
season or is it a
No,
butter
so,
like actual melted?
Popcorn is like a big thing. Big.
Absolutely,
big
yeah.
thing. Like, by the way, y'all in Chicago with your popcorn, I didn't realize that I was going to be welcomed in such a way that there's like bushels of popcorn. I mean, they cost like $87 at the airport. However, completely delicious. So glad I bought the huge one. So I am I like cheese. I like both white cheddar, orange cheddar,
Love white
butter
cheddar.
popcorn, huge. Eat popcorn all the time. Yeah,
I'm
but
getting
like,
hungry.
but like I do like pickle popcorn and that type of stuff too. I'm very
Okay.
we have a place here that does different kernels of stuff, and yeah, I just saw Cajun sparkle flavoring.
Yeah, from Keith. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Definitely need to hear about that later on.
We need to try that.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So, anyways, all right. Well, now we digress.
Hey,
but
do you know, just not to fun fact that if you're not up close and personal during that hot sauce competition, we actually serve all the hot sauce on popcorn.
what?
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
real.
know that.
Yeah, for real.
That's literally a game changer. I mean, I did see a lot of popcorn backstage, but I didn't realize
Yeah.
that's how you serve it.
Yeah. Yeah. That way it doesn't affect anybody who, needs to worry about a certain diet or anything like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. And Keith is over here blowing my mind. Popeye's chicken has
Wow.
the sparkle. So I'm not going to lie, Keith, I was totally hoping that's the sparkle you were talking about. It's a game changer. All right. Going to have to try that before next
This
episode.
is awesome.
So
this is awesome.
speaking of next episode, we are
So-
going to be back. We've made a commitment. We've shook on it. Come on, Chris.
We have.
Yep. We're going to be back in August.
We
Is
are.
that true?
We are. We're going to be back starting Tuesday, August 30th. So we're going to take a small break. I'm going to maybe get a suntan. Nicole's going to get a even deeper tan because she's been out there already.
Hey, in my defense, my vacation has to happen only in June because July starts haunt season and there's a bunch of stuff to be
Fair.
done. Like, yeah, exactly. This is my last week of vacation. Leave me alone. No. All right.
I'm
So
not
August,
picking.
what? August.
Tuesday, August 30th. And we're going to be back every week all the way until Transworld. Maybe we'll
Yes.
have a holiday break. Don't know. But just
We'll
plan
see.
for us every Tuesday night. And we are going to embrace that new time. It seems to work a little bit better for everybody. So mark your calendars, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, starting Tuesday, August 30th, as we begin the road to Transworld.
And that is going to be our season 3 launch. And we're going to talk not only about Transworld, we're committing to MHC. We're doing all sorts of other cool stuff. There is so much more for you guys that the Transworld team has been working on. Please make sure to stay tuned, not only here in the meantime, but also mark your calendars. August 30th, we'll be back. Season 3, bigger, better, more amazing, and on that road for 2023.
I can't wait. I can't.
All right. I got to go find some popcorn now because I've talked about it so much. I really want it. Maybe some
Yes.
popcorn and lemonade to
I
kick
love
off the season. And all right. Thank you guys so much for
Let's do
joining
this.
us. We will see you very soon. Chris, see you in August.
Can't wait. A huge thank you to everybody that's tuned in. We've gotten a chance to share some amazing breaking news. And you haven't seen anything yet. Wait until we get into Transworld mode. So thanks for
Yeah.
all your support.
In that
Thanks for
time,
being
we
here.
promise to be prepping and planning. It's not going to be like a turn off, zone out, see you in August
Nope.
situation.
No.
We just need some time for what we're going to bring you for 2023.
It's insane.
It's insane. All right. Chris, thank you. Everybody-
Thank you, Nicole. It's been awesome. Thank you all
See you
for
soon.
watching. See you soon.